This video will wow you. The biggest asset manager in the world, BlackRock, is disclosing some bizarre information. According to reports, the CEO of BlackRock is secretly purchasing millions of XRP Ripple coins. The most intriguing aspect, though, is that he will shortly begin raising the price. There has never been a more positive signal. According to cryptocurrency analysts, XRP's price may soon reach $100 or even higher. Quite awesome, isn't it? Don't let it pass you by. Let's get right to the point without further ado. Disclaimer: BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, is allegedly involved in the latest rumors surrounding Ripple's XRP. The prospect of an XRP ETF supported by BlackRock has generated excitement in the cryptocurrency community, with some forecasting a sharp price spike should the financial behemoth proceed with an application. With its Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, BlackRock, which oversees an incredible $9 trillion in assets, has already caused a stir in the cryptocurrency space. The prospect of an XRP ETF has experts and influencers talking. The inevitable BlackRock XRP ETF is stated plainly in a tweet from the Rippler. How much does XRP rise following the news? There is reason for the excitement. BlackRock will soon register for Solana and XRP ETFs, according to a recent prediction made by Nate Garazzi, president of ETF Store. Jack the Rippler's amplification of his remarks has stoked rumors that XRP would be the next cryptocurrency to be institutionally adopted through an ETF. What is an ETF, though, and why is it important for XRP? A cryptocurrency exchange-traded fund, ETF, is similar to a basket that contains stocks, bonds, and other assets. Consider investing in gold, but not wanting to keep bulky gold bars in storage. Rather, you purchase shares in a gold exchange-traded fund, ETF, which tracks the price of gold and allows you to profit from its fluctuations without the inconvenience of actual ownership. Major institutional investors might have exposure to XRP through an ETF without having to purchase and hold the asset themselves. This would increase credibility and demand, opening up XRP to Wall Street. The current legal dispute between Ripple and the SEC is the largest obstacle to an XRP ETF. The case has raised questions about whether XRP qualifies as a security or not for years. Nonetheless, there are indications that the case is almost over. From the time you hear it in the news, the XRP case will have been resolved, according to a recent article from crypto journalist Eleanor Terrett, who was mentioned by Crypto Barbie. If the litigation is resolved, the largest obstacle to an XRP ETF may be lifted. BlackRock might be waiting for regulatory clarity before acting, as it has already brought up the Ripple case and its Bitcoin ETF filing. BlackRock may already be setting itself up for an XRP ETF, according to some rumors. Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, may be hoarding XRP, according to a tweet from Random CryptoPal, but he is avoiding public scrutiny to avoid prematurely raising the price. Since the XRP ETF will inflate XRP, and he will have to spend a lot more to obtain it, BlackRock's CEO, who is purchasing XRP, is unable to respond to the question. CryptoGeek, meanwhile, asserts something even more audacious. BlackRock is purchasing XRP for $9 trillion. The figure emphasizes the growing perception that institutional money is shifting toward XRP, even if it is most likely inflated. The impact on prices could be significant if BlackRock files for an XRP ETF after the lawsuit is over. Institutional investors may suddenly pour money into the asset after previously hesitating because of legal uncertainty. Since Van Eck and Grayscale have already applied for XRP ETFs and Solana, the competition is intensifying. Crazy, huh? Here's the problem, though. This is not your average crypto pump. This is a worldwide issue. The biggest asset manager in the world, BlackRock, is laying the groundwork for something enormous. And don't believe that the price of XRP will simply rise. We are discussing a once-in-a-lifetime change and a possible value explosion. You might come to regret not paying attention now. According to a recent bold declaration made by cryptocurrency investor 24H, XRP is on track to hit $100, sparking a flurry of opinions. He drew the attention of both XRP supporters and detractors by describing this price spike as mathematically and logically inevitable. John Squire tweeted, "The clock is ticking," highlighting the possibility and urgency of XRP's expansion. Many in the industry are starting to think that XRP's remarkable ascent from less than a cent to over $3 in 2017 might be replicated in its next phase. But not everyone has the same degree of hope. Experienced financial analyst and Bitcoin supporter Rajat Soni blasted these exaggerated price forecasts. Sony contended that XRP hitting $100 or even $1,000 is not based on the fundamentals of the market. Sony claims that in order for XRP to hit $100, its market value would have to grow to $10 trillion, which is significantly more than the present cryptocurrency industry can sustain. He even goes farther, claiming that a $100 trillion market cap would be achieved at a $1,000 per XRP price, which he believes is utterly improbable. This stands in sharp contrast to the forecasts made by individuals such as 24H Crypto, whose unwavering belief in XRP's potential price spike has become a topic of conversation. We reach a crucial stage in the conversation: time. Although 24H Crypto is adamant that XRP will hit $100, they did not specify when this will happen. Many holders of XRP, like Desert Vibes Cheryl, have already waited for years and are frustrated by this ambiguity. According to 24 Hours Crypto, intelligence and patience cannot be purchased. However, as they consider their long-term positions, many investors are growing impatient. Thus, it is evident that XRP faces both opportunities and uncertainties about its future course. Investors have to negotiate this unstable environment by striking a balance between optimism and realism. Some people, like Rajat Soni, are firmly rooted in the reality of the market, while others are certain that the $100 price tag is unavoidable. One thing is certain: as the XRP community continues to discuss the future, the next phase of XRP's journey has the potential to completely alter the cryptocurrency landscape. The XRP parabolic phase has begun, as Steph tweeted. The real query still stands: will XRP live up to the hype, and how long will it take for this phase to materialize? Time will tell. So far impressed? So hold on tight, because this is only the beginning. What if I told you that alliances influencing the direction of international finance are driving XRP's next significant move? The things that go on behind the scenes will astound you. Being relevant isn't all that Ripple is doing. It is putting itself in the center of the financial industry. Prepare yourself, for this might be among the most significant bullish indications you will ever see. Thus, the future of XRP continues to improve. The excitement is only increasing in light of the recent news about Ripple's regulatory acceptance in the United Arab Emirates. The Dubai Financial Services Authority has granted a license to Ripple, making it the first blockchain payment company to do so. For Ripple's approach, this move is revolutionary, particularly in the Middle East, a center of international trade and banking. The UAE is a crucial area for Ripple to take off because of its enormous $40 billion cross-border payment sector. This approval is crucial, according to Reese Merrick, Managing Director for the Middle East and Africa at Ripple, for meeting the growing need for payment solutions that are easy, affordable, and transparent. This recent regulatory victory strengthens Ripple's position as a leader in the blockchain payment industry, since the company currently holds over 60 licenses globally. Additionally, it supports Ripple's objective of being the preferred option for international transactions, which has the potential to greatly increase the price of XRP. It is impossible to overestimate the potential worldwide adoption of Ripple. Recently, Lord XRP tweeted that the future is really promising. If XRP were to settle every transaction, even 10% would be extremely optimistic. What if Ripple's technology were widely used? It would completely change how billions of dollars are transferred between countries. The price might skyrocket if even a tiny percentage of international payments were made using XRP. It would have an impact on the whole cryptocurrency market. However, it goes beyond XRP's technological prowess. It has to do with the increasing number of regulatory clearances and strategic alliances Ripple is obtaining. The United Arab Emirates is a perfect place for Ripple to thrive because of its quickly expanding financial sector